The short films We Can't Cop Cars Without Seeing Cop Cars by Dr. Fahamu Paku and Am I a Man by John Boogs utilizes movement in space to unsettle American notions of justice as represented by the white supremacist rule of law. Made in 2017, Am I a Man by John Boogs utilizes hip-hop to transform and counter spaces that enact white supremacist ideologies, including the courtroom and prisons, into stages to assert access to liberation and power through the body. The peaceful fluid movements contrast and interrupt the punitive systems of confinement and control that function on binaries through visually nuanced expressions of emotion. Boogs visually incorporates the ideas of Patricia J. Williams in her chapter Parable in Alchemy of Race and Rights, Diary of a Law Professor, that calls for the infusing of the personal and emotional into law for the purpose of creating a more double-voiced and relational vocabulary in the rule of law. Thus, dance reconstitutes the current notion of justice from fair and logical into one-dimensional and therefore unreliable. Similarly, the scenes of apprehension without illegal activity and jury made up of a singular white woman function to expose the legal system as a corrupt system based on the protection of whiteness. Mirroring the opening scene, in the last moments of the film, as the subjects walk chronologically through the poster series I Am a Man by Hank Willis Thomas, the poster reading I Am a Man becomes a site of contention for the two men. The refusal to move forward symbolizes a refusal to plead into the human family. Only in denying the category of human as the path towards freedom, true liberation from systems of oppression is achievable. We Can't Cop Cars Without Seeing Cop Cars develops the conversation 3 years later in 2020 by imagining a space that lies beyond the white supremacist systems of justice. Paku visually reconstitutes the aesthetics of the car as a method of policing into a tool of liberatory movement away from the systems of surveillance and incarceration, instead establishing the natural world as a liberatory space. Paku's visual assertion of the natural realm as a place of comfort where the dancer can find leisure disrupts ideas that security and order is only achievable under the law. Paku takes this one step further through employing dance to emphasize the natural realm as a space that is more free in the absence of the rule of law. The visual openness of the forest permits the space for the dancer to dance with the full range of his body, thus enacting the full transformation into a liberated body, both corporally and through space. Dr. Fahamu Paku and John Boogs employ liberatory movement in the form of hip-hop to counter and indict American notions of justice as restrictive, one-dimensional, and unreliable, and propose new imaginative spaces free from systems of oppression.